Hey guys, it's your good old buddy KP Giants fan here with if you hear my son or Bob the Builder or my dogs in the background, I apologize in advance. Kind of babysitting him right now. Well, not babysitting, he's my son, but I'm watching him right now, so there may be a little bit of noise. So here we go. Now that we've got our divine weapon, we're back at Firelink. I'm going to show you guys, the Catacombs can be somewhat confusing. To some people I've heard, so I guess I'm just going to pretty much run through this entire place. This is going to be a 2 or maybe even, actually I think it's going to be 3 parts. I'm going to do, for the first 2 parts of this will be how to navigate through the Catacombs, and the 3rd part will be pretty much the end of it and the boss. I've already got it all recorded and all set up, so it's just going to be a matter of uploading. Now, first of all, these skeletons in the graveyard, you don't have to worry about them. You can just use your combustion on them. No big deal, they don't respawn. But as soon as we get a little deeper into the Catacombs, it's pretty much as soon as we enter the Catacombs, you're going to have to start using your divine weapon to finish off the enemies. Now, as soon as you finish off the necromancers, I'll show you exactly who the necromancers are. I'm going to wipe them out myself. As soon as you kill them, you can go back to using fireballs or whatever you want at any time when you come back down here. So it's kind of a little bit confusing, I guess. So basically, how it works, these skeletons, the necromancer will, bring them back to life every time you kill them, unless you use a divine weapon. So once you wipe out the necromancers, then anytime all the skeletons in his vicinity, in his area that he regenerates or reanimates, whatever you want to call it. See, watch this right here. Watch out for those fireball head things, dude. Or I don't even know what they're called. Just get your shield out. And since those things killed the frickin' skeleton and not my spear, he is going to regenerate. So basically, getting back to the necromancers, once you wipe them out, they don't respawn at all. So once you've killed the necromancer, anytime you come back down to the depths and have to deal with these skeletons, for any reason, because once we deal with the boss, we're gonna leave this area, so we're gonna have to come back here later. But you're not going to have to worry about the respawning skeletons when we come back later. As long as you wipe out the necromancers, they will be gone for good. So I hope I explained that properly. So right now, since we're going down for the first time, you're going to want to wipe every skeleton out with your spear. Your divine, whatever you've got, dude. Divine whatever weapon. So that's kind of what I'm doing. You're going to notice a couple times here I do, if there's 3 or 4 of them, sometimes I will take one out with fire. Even though I know he's going to respawn. Because then it's a one-on-one match, and you take, take out 1 or 2 of them, and then while you're taking with your spear, and then the one you kill with the fireballs he'll regenerate. But then it's still an easier battle because you're not dealing with 3 of these freaking skeletons at once. And this one's a little freaking. He parried. I cannot believe he fucking got me with that stupid thing. That was kind of embarrassing, but it happens. And I think it happens to me a couple of times down here. Ugh. Stupid skeletons. And they're poisonous too, so if you're worried about getting poisoned, you might want to bring some moss with you. And yeah, here we go, wiping them out. Now I think this next area, I believe, is where the first necromancer is. So we're gonna go ahead and deal with this guy right now. I'm gonna kind of run past these skeletons, and if you can get past them fast enough and just roll down here, there is a bonfire here. So if you can get down here fast enough without them spotting you, or kill the necromancer fast enough, then you can hit up the the bonfire, and it will you won't have to worry about them. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill this guy. The necromancer, they're pretty easy to kill. Now that I've killed him, I can't hit the bonfire because the damn skeletons come down. I don't know why I'm not doing it right away, because right now I can easily just bust out a fireball and blow them away, and they will not respawn. So here, I think I'm gonna pull out the fireball right about now. So yeah, here we go. Now that the necromancer is out, ooh, another little buddy's coming down after me, huh? See, now this guy completely, I'm just gonna fireball toss him, boom, he's done. Easy schmeezy. Hope that works for you guys, and hope that makes sense. And then go ahead and kindle up this bonfire here and prepare to move on. Now that we are moving on in the depths a little bit, you see this switch here? We're going to have to push these. There's, not these, this one. So be on the lookout for these. I'll show you where they all are. This is how we kind of open up the area. It's going to open up area after area. And now that we've dealt with, since I hit the bonfire and can lit it up, now that I've got to head back up here, those skeletons, yeah, of course, they're back because of the bonfire, but guess what, haha, just combustion them, boom, easy, they won't respawn, because again, the necromancer in their vicinity is now dead, so makes things a lot easier to just take out those necromancers as fast as possible. And there's another cool thing that I'm going to do here a couple of times. So, if you have a bow with some poison arrows, which pretty much I should have gone over that earlier. If I didn't. Now that I'm saying it now, if you guys want to leave this area and come back and buy some poison arrows, I think that the lady, the merchant by the depths, the entrance to the depths, I think is where the poison arrows is. Darn it, I can't remember for the life of me. But I'm almost positive that's where they are. So you just see this necromancer here. I'm just going to deal with him from a distance and fire some poison arrows at him. And if you get him poisoned, I'm just going to keep firing at him because I got a whole bunch of these suckers anyway. Poison arrows are the ones I prefer because, as you can see, now that I've tagged him enough times, I think I'm just going to finish him off, period. But if you want to, now I'm just going to sit here and wait him out, let him die. So if you hit him, those necromancers from a distance with poison arrows, you can just sit and wait and let their health whittle away. I know it's a little boring, but boom, hey, easy schmeezy, right? Let's take out those guys. So I know I don't use a bow very often, but yeah, I apologize for not telling you where the poison, not to bring poison arrows down here with you. But I'm 99% sure that the merchant lady at the entrance to the depths, you know, when you head towards the depths from Firelink Shrine, I'm almost positive that she's the one who sells poison arrows. So if she's not, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you guys can find them, right? So that's the only reason we have poison arrows down here, is to take out those necromancers, and that's where we're trying to get to, that fog gate down here. So there's an archer in this area. Be wary of him because we're not gonna be able to get to him yet. So kind of try to stay out of his range. He's shooting at me in this fucking skeleton right here. Yep, we're gonna have to kill another necromancer in here. These guys, I believe, do regenerate. Can't remember, so I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm not going to play around with them and risk using fireballs. I'm going to just go at him with the spear. Ah, la-ti-da. And watch out for the trap. They don't do much damage, but a lot of the statues, things like that in this area, spikes will shoot out of them, and a lot of them have little... Oh, my God. Got me again. Jeez. Hey, get out of here, skeleton boy. So, trying to freaking backstab. I don't know why I can't freaking get this guy with a backstab, but I took him out anyway. Easy schmeezy. So, yeah, kind of watch out for the statues. There's going to be a few items I don't collect, because I'm not really worried about them. If you guys, you know, just like normal, like I normally say with a lot of these areas, I'm kind of just showing you how to get through it. And if you want to pick up the items, you know, come on, do it at your own leisure. I'm going to really just kind of go for the important stuff. And... I hate these skeletons. I hate this place, dude. It's a bit annoying. Something like that item right there. It's not too hard to find where it is. I'm sure you'll find a way to get it. Right here, I'm checking something. I'm not sure if I've, maybe I have killed the necromancer. It looks like I have. Aha. So I just said, screw this. Now that I remember that he's taken out, I forgot I shot him with the poison arrow. So yeah, after you kill that necromancer with the poison arrow, just come on in here and use your combustion on these guys. Easier. It makes it a hell of a lot easier when you kill those necromancers. So just kind of slowly work your way through the depths and try not to waste your fireballs, your combustion, because we're going to need them. And I think it takes a little pause here because I had this video is starting to get long, and sometimes my capture card does funny things when the videos are too long. And sometimes the files get corrupted or whatever. So I kind of stopped it real quick and restarted a new one. So as you can see, this is just pretty much continuing right off. Now there's one of those statues with the spikes in it. So watch out for those. Watch out for these skulls with the fireball things that they shoot. And like I said before, just our shield should be powerful enough to block. And it sucks when they... Well, it's cool when they knock the skeleton off the cliff, because that makes our life easier. But when they kill the skeletons, that means you're going to have to deal with them. Oh, see, that sucks. Yep, see, these are respawning. I mean, there's another necromancer in this area, so we're going to have to find him. And stupid skeletons, man. Don't take these things too lightly, either. They really can. They can kill you, dude. I mean, as you can see, they've parried me a few times, whatever you want to call that. Parry, I call it just getting parried. And especially in big numbers, they can be dangerous, man. And until you've dealt with a necromancer, these guys can be a pain in the butt. So just kind of take your time, use your shield. Oh, look at that. That was nice. I like it when that happens, when the game throws me a bit of a bone, huh? So here we go, these stupid things. Another trap. I think it's going to stick me. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. I'm having trouble backstabbing right now for some reason. I have no idea why. It happens. And I remember before they patched this game, I don't think the skeletons even gave us any souls. So if any of you are wondering why, you know, it kind of sucks that you get a low amount of souls for a decently powerful enemy, be grateful we get anything. Because I remember when this game first came out, it was harder than it is now. Of course, there were a couple glitches, and there's another switch around here. There were glitches and stuff that people were using. It would say funny things like, you defeated, instead of victory achieved. And they kind of bumped up the souls, kind of dumbed the difficulty down a little bit. So anyway, hit that switch. We're going to keep moving through. Watch out for those things. And that switch gave us this spot here. There's another necromancer in there. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to make sure that these skeletons don't come at me. Oh, he got me. God damn it. Same strategy as before. Since I've got a little bit of a distance on him, I'm going to shoot some poison arrows at this sucker and let them do the work for me. And just tag him a few times. You can keep shooting at him until his health starts to whittle down. And you'll notice when he's poisoned. See, now he's poisoned. And I'm going to kind of sit back now. And I think I might eventually pull my bow out because I get sick and tired of sitting here waiting. La-da-da-da-da. It is effective, though. Poison is effective. Poison throwing daggers, by the way, there's a couple parts later in the game. You might want to get a few of those poison daggers because, I mean, using the same strategy, I mean, it's kind of cheese. It's kind of slow, but you can take out some, not that difficult, but there are some pain-in-the-ass enemies later on in the game that we can kind of poison and then just play defense for a while and let the poison do the work for us. So it's another good reason to let the poison do its work for you in some of the areas later in the game, or even, you know, I get sick and tired of waiting, so I'm just going to start plugging away at arrows with him more. But it's always a good idea to have some poison throwing knives and some poison arrows, because yeah, it saves you on pyro too. You will not use up your uses of pyro. So God, dude, this takes a long time, doesn't it? Sit here and wait, la-da-da. Alright, now that he's taken out, time to get the fireballs out, fire orbs out. I think I got a fire orb out because I was going to try to take them both out with one shot. Messed up, but screw it, who cares? Just wipe him out too. Easy smeezy. Nah, ha 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 ha. Your buddy necromancer ain't there to bring you back no more, is he? So yeah, slow and steady. Watch out in here. You can fall off the cliffs. So if you want to use cast light, you can. Or if you happen to get lucky enough, I think I get one later on down here. There's a skull lantern. It's an item. It's considered a weapon, I guess, but you can hold it in your left hand or your shield hand, and it will light up the area for you. Or you can use cast light, which is a magic spell. I remember it was by when we defeated the Hydra. You remember all that? When I hope you guys remember that part when we bought cast light. It's going to be a very useful spell when we have to come back to this area later in the game. So. Oh, fucking skeletons, man. Right here, I figure, I don't want to deal with both of them at once. Or do they not respawn? Maybe he doesn't respawn. I think I've taken out the necromancer. We're going to find out real quick. Nope, I have not. So there's obviously another necromancer down here. So that's another thing sometimes I do is, use fire on them to kind of double check if I've killed the necromancer or not. And coming to the end of this one, I will pick up the next video right here. So peace out.